Audio's now live. Audio's now live. I heard myself. That's a good start. If you two want to say something
There
like
you go.
testicles 1 2. I heard myself.
Something.
Start. If you two want to
Something dark side.
Something dark side.
something dark side.
Yeah, that's working.
Something dark side.
Yeah, that works. Something dark side.
Hey. Something dark side.
Right. Feel like I'm forgetting something.
Oh man, Carl Weathers.
Must be his birthday today, or something.
This week. Yeah, this week.
Ah,
Carl Weathers. Why does that name ring a bell?
Chubbs McAdams. Dutch from the Predator.
Oh yeah. That's
Uh,
yeah. Dutch. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. He has a nice big tash.
Or no, I'm sorry, he's Dylan. Arnold Schwarzenegger was
Yeah.
Dutch, right?
Yeah.
right.
He's Dylan.
And he was in Apollo as well, wasn't he? Apollo. He played Apollo in Rocky. Rocky 2?
He played Apollo Creed in Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, that bit of the beginning of Predator where he meets him in that cafe, whatever, and he arm wrestles him, that was improvised, and they were really going at it. That's what I've seen online, anyway.
I can believe it.
Yeah. Right. You ready for some titles? And let's hope it works this week.
Well, sure, why not?
Right.
I mean, I'm already here, so.
Right. Fingers crossed. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly?
I think we're just getting started.
Medic! I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 869 of the Overseas Connection podcast. Today is the 11th of January, 2026. And joining me this week, our stalwart co-hosts, bringing you the excitement every week. We're going to start on the other side of the ocean with Mr. Mark Wright. Say hello to the people, Mark.
Hello, people. Hello, Chris. Hello, Kim. Where's Greg? I don't know. Yeah, how's everyone doing?
Where indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
Greg is missing. If you find Greg, please telephone 555-127-486. Once again, that's 555-127-486. Not missing this week from the middle of somewhere is Kim Woods. Hello, Kim.
Howdy. Happy to be here. That's me, yeah, at GamerRoll27, pretty much everywhere. Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready to do a show, so let's do it.
Yeah, we hope we're all ready to do a show. And I'm always so excited to talk to you all that I forget to introduce myself. I am, of course, Chris Matthew, gamertag OC_CP Matthew, and they still call me Moose on Steam and Discord. So let's jump right into it. Let's see. We got some birthdays going around this week. Happy birthday, Tom Hassinger. We won't tell everybody what day your birthday is. Happy birthday. Happy birthday this week to Mary J. Blige, turning 55. Howard Stern, turning 71. The other Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, turning 35. Legolas and Will Turner himself, Orlando Bloom, turning 48. And in memoriam, happy birthday to Tim Horton, who I learned just now is not only a delicious coffee and donut chain in Canada and the northern United States, but was also a famous hockey player. The restaurant chain is named after him. And happy birthday to Combat Carl himself, Carl Weathers, born this week in 1948. And the world is a little darker for having not Carl Weathers in it. Happy birthday, everyone.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
All right. I do have to say before we carry on too much farther, every time we hear the show intro and there's the little "here we go" right at the beginning, I swear that's Robin, right? That just sounds like him.
Right?
But alas, Robin has not joined us this week. Maybe some week he'll come back and talk to us
Hopefully.
all about
Yeah.
whatever's going on in Robin's world. Who wants to go first during story time this week? Mark, you said you had a busy week, so I'm going to let you go last. So I'm interested in hearing about fighting with brooms, Kim. What is going on?
I'm an idiot. Honestly, I was sweeping the floor the other day and I'd moved the chair out of the road. And let's face it, I could be either a fucking professional stunt person or a professional klutz, one or the other. And I had forgotten that I'd moved the chair behind me as I was sweeping, and I went to step backwards, and of course I went to trip over the chair. And in the process of tripping over this chair, while I was holding the broom, I smacked myself in the face with the fucking broom. I did not fall over the back of the chair, which is good, because if I'd have fallen over the chair, I would have smacked myself into the counter and probably broke my neck. But I did wallop myself pretty good with the broom. And I can't see it now probably, but I had a pretty good mark right there, and I was going around telling people I was in a bar fight. So
Not so much here. Not so much here.
Right,
Right
just right in here, you know.
Yeah.
I figured it
All
was
right.
safer to tell people I was in a bar fight than the fact that I smacked myself in the face with the broom. But let's face it, it's me. I once tripped over a mop and went headfirst into the side of a refrigerator. How I managed not to give myself a concussion is beyond me, but it's just the shit I do. One of these days I won't show up for the show, and that'll be why, because I finally, clutched myself over something and probably killed myself. So just so you know, if one day I don't show up, you might want to call the paramedics and send them to my house, just in case. I probably tripped over a cat and went through a plate glass window or something.
Have you ever seen the safety apparatus that they have at the hardware store where the employee wears like a vest with a harness on the back, and then they attach it to like a forklift, and they use it for when they're lifting heavy things, right? But maybe you could get something similar on like a track system around your house.
I might need to, or like get me one of those bubbles or something to put my ass in, so that way if I, run into something or fall over, I don't actually, fall over and like bounce. But then again, that might be a problem. I don't know. But,
just a giant version of the baby walker on wheels thing.
There you go.
Just have to get bigger doors for the house.
Right. Yeah. Or I'll just have to open both of them at the same time, so that way I can get out. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. Because I knew I moved the damn chair behind me, but I was still bound and determined I was going to step back and fall over it. And I almost did. So, but thankfully I just smacked myself in the face. So I think we're all good.
Hopefully you're all good. Seems.
Yeah, well, hopefully. I mean, if I start like nodding off during the show or something, you might want to check me for a concussion, but I think I should be fine. So.
All right. Good.
Yeah,
Hopefully no concussion.
Hopefully not. I mean, this was like Thursday, so I'm pretty sure if I was going to have a concussion, I would have had it by now. So I think we're good. Other than that, kind of like game-wise, this week has pretty much been a quiet week. I watched some more NCIS. I think I'm doing a marathon of that, and I just don't realize it. I don't know. Maybe there's something comforting about Mark Harmon's voice. I don't know, but I enjoy it. And just been doing some more of my interactive stories, kind of like I talked about last week. So yeah, that was pretty much it for me this week.
Sometimes we all need a quiet week. Let's see. I'm going to go next because Mark said he has a lot to talk about, because it was also a very quiet week in Mooseland. It's the first week of classes here, and normally that would just be an insane time. But since I don't have any classes this semester, it's been really bizarre.
Right.
Monday is kind of our one day. We come back, everybody comes off of leave, and we get one day to get ready for classes. And so normally people are, I shouldn't say people. Normally I would be among the people printing off important things to hand out and finalizing lesson plans and getting all this other stuff ready to go. I didn't have any of that to do. And so I was just kind of sitting around the office doing other work, watching people do this. It was just kind of a weird space to be in. And then after that, I didn't even come near any students, but they still managed to get me sick because they bring back all kinds of rare, exotic microbiomes from wherever they go. So I spent like 3 days this week just laid up sick. I'm feeling better now though, so that's good. That's good. Hopefully the recovery continues. But yeah, weird, quiet week for me as well. Easy for me to say.
Right.
Mark, unfortunately, it looks like did not have such a great first week back. What happened, Mark?
Well, first off, I just want to apologise. I always forget this. So my gamer tag on every platform is Marcanix. So if you want to catch me, that's Marcanix. But yeah, I have had the complete opposite to you guys. I've had a horrendously busy and horrendous first week back at work. Massive jobs, big jobs, just loads of problems. It's just been horrendous, and as a consequence, I hardly played any games this week. First day back, I had a Volvo XC60 clutch to do, which are a big job. You got to take all the subframe off, all the front bumper off. Just the whole floor was covered in car parts. It was like a massive Lego kit. But yeah, so that took me 1.5 days to do. So that was a good start to the new year. It's just like every job this past week has just been like that. So I was glad when Friday afternoon came and it was home time. So yeah, I'm hoping the rest of the year quietens down. I don't know if I've mentioned on the. Sorry.
Before you move on, you've intrigued me with this Volvo SC60 clutch.
Yeah.
Do they sell a Volvo SC60 in a standard gearbox over your way? Because I don't think you can get them over here.
Yeah, you can get manual over here, yeah. And it was four-wheel drive as well, so there was the transfer box as well as the gearbox. Yeah, four-wheel drive, yeah. Yeah,
that's a lot.
A lot of them, there's a bigger version called the XC90, which I might talk about in a bit, and most of them are automatics now. And they are a really good automatic gearbox in the Volvo. They're a really good box. I think they're an Aisin 8-speed gearbox. Yeah. The manuals are.
I drive a Volvo sedan, and it has an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and I'm very happy with it.
What have you? Is yours a V6, V90, it's V60?
Mine is the
S60. Yeah, the VG estate, isn't it? Yeah. S60. Yeah, I like the Volvos. Good cars.
I've been happy with it. I've had it for about 6 years. It's been really reliable, and
So
I've enjoyed it.
While we're talking about Volvos, I've been helping my lad Jason find a new car. He's been wanting a new car for a while. He's got an old Ford S-Max people carrier because he needs 7 seats because of all this tribe of kids. And it's getting a bit long in the tooth. It's a 2008 model. And it's starting to rust underneath. It's starting to go. It's starting to cost a bit of money. So we thought, it is time. It is time to go. So he's been looking for a long time, and he knew what spec he wanted. He wanted a Volvo XC90. He wanted the top spec R design with the pan roof and all the gubbins. And one finally came up for sale. But it was over the other side of Manchester, so it was like an hour and a half away. So we went over to see it Saturday morning, fell in love with the car. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's done 100,000 miles, and it's quite new, but it is immaculate. And I think they're all motorway miles because the previous owners, you'd think it were motorway miles. But yeah, the car is immaculate. So he put a deposit on it, and he picks it up next Saturday. So
awesome.
He's going to have a brand new, well, not brand new, a nearly new XC90, the jammy bugger. So his car's going to be better than mine.
Those are very nice. The XC90s are very nice.
Yeah.
I tried to convince Katie to get one of those when we replaced her previous Ford Explorer. Yeah. But she really loves the Ford Explorer, so we ended up with another one.
Yeah. They're built like tanks, aren't they? They're massive, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, but it's got heated seats, heated steering wheel and everything.
Yeah. I imagine over there that's a massive car. Over here, that's
Yeah.
kind of middle of the road.
yeah. For us, it's a tank. For you guys, it's just a normal runabout. Yeah.
Yeah.
And finally, I know I've mentioned it in Discord and maybe WhatsApp, but I don't know if I've mentioned it on the podcast. So, I have mentioned that sadly we lost our Jasper, our doggy, last February, and it is quite hard. And we said, "Oh, we can't go through that again. We don't want another dog." But we slowly got round to that wanting for another dog in the house. Me quite a while ago, but I didn't want to pressure Jenny. But Jenny's now coming around to it, and she kept sending me pictures of Maltipoos. She wants a Maltipoo little dog. So I've been looking around for puppies, and we didn't really want a puppy because it's a lot of hard work, especially at our age. And they're not cheap. The Maltipoos start at like £1,500, £2,000. So I've been checking like rescue websites, rehoming websites, and one popped up. It's 5-year-old, a male Maltipoo. The owners have just had their second baby, and they're struggling a bit, so they want to give it to a good home. So I've applied on the website. I got approved. We had a telephone interview over FaceTime. I had to show them my house, and it was suitable for the dog and everything, and we passed all that. We've since then been put in contact with the owners of a dog. We've had a FaceTime chat. They're up in Middlesbrough, so they're about an hour and a half away. But his work schedule, he works in retail, so he works every weekend, so it clashes with mine. So we're having to wait until I start my Mondays off in February. So the 2nd of February, we're going up to Middlesbrough, and hopefully we'll be bringing a new doggy home. His name is Diego, and he's a white, creamy colour mixed Maltipoo. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So quite excited for that.
Good.
Congratulations. Hope that works out.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to have a doggy back in the house.
Yeah, once you have a dog in the house, it can be hard to not have a dog in the house.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I think,
all right, what else is going on in Mark World?
Because my son's got a cockapoo recently. I think that's helped
Jenny.
That's helped Jenny, because every time we go up there, she fusses over the Max, over Jaze's dog. But yeah, apart from that, me and Kim's been doing the same this week. We've been having his evening meal and falling asleep. So yeah, not a lot else done this week. No TV, no movies are out.
Stinking old people.
Yeah.
I know, right? Jesus.
I always forget that sometimes we talk about TV. Do either of you watch Star Trek Discovery or Star Trek Strange New Worlds?
Yes, love them. Yeah. So
I'm on season 3 of Discovery. I've been kind of bouncing back and forth between the two. So Discovery I like because it's kind of a fresh take on Star Trek.
Yeah.
It kind of takes the series in a new direction. Strange New Worlds is fun to me because it's basically Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like each episode is its own little story. They have different, like one of them randomly was like a submarine show, right? Anyway.
Have you seen the cartoon?
Yeah, I've been enjoying those.
There's one where they like start with the cartoon.
You mean Lower Decks?
No. In New Worlds, Strange New Worlds.
Oh, I haven't got that far then. No, I'm only on season 1 of Strange New Worlds.
Oh, sorry, I thought you had said you're on season 3. Is that Discovery?
Season 3 of Discovery.
Okay, yeah. My bad.
So, I started watching Discovery, and then I didn't care for it at first, and so I was like, well, let's check out Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
And the first episode of Strange New Worlds, they started talking all about stuff that happened during Discovery. I guess I better. And so I talked to a friend at work, and he's like, really, you only have to watch the first 2 seasons of Discovery? I was like, all right. So I powered through the first 2 seasons. Of course, now I'm invested.
Right?
Yeah. And so now I like the show. It just took a while for me to come around on it. But when you said cartoon...
Have you seen all of season 3? Have you completed it?
No, about halfway through.
Yeah.
About halfway through. I'll see if I can finish it this week, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
So when you mentioned the cartoon, I thought you were talking about Lower Decks. Have you seen Lower Decks?
No, I've not seen that one. No.
It's really good. I mean, it's all tongue in cheek kind of comedy, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. More
saw
Star
a-
Trek talk later,
yeah.
I suppose.
I saw an interesting video on TikTok yesterday, actually. Remember the original Star Trek team, and then the movie, with the one with the whales? I can't remember the
Yeah.
name of it now. They go back
The
to
Voyage
Earth.
Home.
Yeah, that's it. So they go back to Earth, don't they? And there's Kirk and Spock on a bus, and there's a punk with a radio blurting out, and they ask him to lower it, and he won't. And then Spock goes over and does the old and puts him to sleep.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's Discovery or Strange New Worlds, they visit Earth and they're on a bus, and there's a punk, but it's older, and he's got a radio, and she says to him, "Can you turn it down, please?" And he went, "Oh yeah, sorry, I apologise." That's the same actor.
That's actually from Picard.
Oh, that's it, Picard.
Season 2.
Yeah. That's it, Picard. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in
I
Picard
never
season
caught on
2,
that. Yeah.
they travel into
Yeah.
like 2024.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the
same guy. Yeah. I thought that was
so-
really clever.
I thought that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Star Trek 4 was the Voyage Home. That was
Yeah.
the one where the Star Trek crew traveled back to like 1985 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, we had to get the whales. I liked that one.
Oh, the whales. That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, the even numbered Star Trek movies are generally good, and the
Yeah.
odd numbered ones, yeah. But this is not the Trek cast. We could do the
No.
Trek cast later,
Yeah.
I guess.
Sorry, I didn't do that, didn't I?
We do have a community question from the Discord. And I think this one might be right up your alley, Mark, since you're leading the charge on some early access games. So why don't
Yeah.
you take it?
So Jeff has asked, what are our opinions on early access games? Do you like to buy them or stay away from an unfinished product? Do you like to give feedback, etc., to improve features and ideas for future further development? Are they worth the money? It is usually all you pay, even when it's fully released as version 1.0, as most developers do not make you buy it again. What has been the best early access you have bought and played, even after version 1 has been released, and what was the one you wish you hadn't bought? Hyped up by streamers, etc. That's a lot of questions in one question.
That's several sub questions.
Yeah.
So there were several responses on Discord. So let me catch us up on that conversation real quick, maybe. Oh man, sorry, I went back in time for a second there.
You did the Star Trek.
So the first response was from the real Defoe, who loves the idea of early access giving smaller studios a way to get a product released. He has jumped in with a lot of survival type games. The best early access that he has played is Rust, and it is still in early access. Other recent ones that were good were Valheim, Enshrouded, V Rising, and Tarkov, which got old Gary thinking. What are the 5 longest running early access games, including those still in development? And so I'll read them off. Universe Sandbox, 10 years ongoing, started the 24th of August, 2015. 7 Days to Die was in early access for 10 and a half years.
Wow, I know
From December December 2013 to June of 2024. Project Zomboid in 11 plus years ongoing, started early access in 2013.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. Interstellar Marines has in 12 years, in parentheses, stalled, started in 2013. And finally, Caves of Cud started in 2009, finally went to version 1.0 on December 2024. So there you have it. The longest running early access games. I'm surprised I didn't see Star Citizen on his list. I thought that was also one of those long running in development games, but maybe I'm misunderstanding that. Let's see. I believe, and then Corzan replies, Valheim is also still in early access. He has Valheim, but it was too much of a grind, and if you died, that just sucked. Probably much better with a party. V Rising just couldn't get into, found the combat too fiddly and difficult. The biggest games that Corzan has really loved were Kerbal Space Program, Astroneer, Planet Crafter, and Satisfactory, although it was really a grind too. I really enjoyed Kerbal Space Program. Did any of you play that one?
No,
No,
but I
never into
haven't.
that.
Either? I played that one a little bit when my kids were like 2 and 3. They loved just watching the rockets and then watching the Kerbals' faces as the rockets flew. So we enjoyed that one for a little bit. Iron Panda says that Valheim is one of his favorite games. And let's see, 70 hours. And it sounds like maybe the community is thinking of getting a Valheim resurgence going. So much for
Oh,
Star
boy.
Rupture, I
Yeah,
guess.
I know
Right.
Gary can run a private server on his extra PC he has at home. I know he says he's got an enshrouded server on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed. And then let's see. And then Mustang X4 jumps in. Early access is a relatively new business model that gives small game studios an opportunity to enter the market, which I think is great. The drawback is that popular games created by small studios are often overwhelmed and with the popularity and struggle to deliver a version 1.0 at a pace and scale that early adopters come to expect from a full game. He doesn't mind buying them, but he wants to see other people play them first because he's on a limited game budget in both money and time. So he's picky about what he purchases. Does not generally provide feedback. And then references Minecraft as an early access game that has become one of the most beloved games in game history. So there we go. Those are the community responses to the question. So let's round the hornet on this one. Kim, what do you think of early access games?
Well, I'm going to be the odd man out here because I don't typically get in on the early access. Now, maybe if there's a beta or something, I might do that. But like early access, I don't really get into that. I don't think I've ever actually bought one that was in early access. Not that I can remember. So, I mean, not that I'm opposed to it or anything. I just don't know that I ever have. So
Okay.
Microsoft Game Preview is like early access. Have you ever bought a game preview game?
I
I think Minecraft was originally, wasn't it? Back on the 360.
well, probably,
No, it
but
can't
yeah,
be,
I
no.
didn't play Minecraft.
I
So
think Game Preview
yeah,
is a new thing on the Xbox One.
right. No, so I don't. I don't know. I might have, and I don't remember it. So, but usually this isn't really a big thing for
Yeah,
me. So
yeah.
All right. Mark, I know you've played a few.
Yeah, I've bought quite a few, and I like the idea for two things. There are a couple of times when it does go sour, and the developer either doesn't continue with the product, or some. I've not come across it. I've heard about some developers will take the money and then just like shut down and just hit and run, but I think that's very rare. But the majority of them, it's a good way for them to get extra budget revenue in to finish the games or to add more to it before the final product is released. And the gamers benefit because we get it cheaper than what it will be at launch. So you've got that advantage. We also get to see the game early. We help shape the game sometimes by giving feedback. Like all the game early access games I play, I always join their Discord and I try to give feedback and bug reports and stuff. And then in turn that helps the developers because they can then fix bugs, make changes where they didn't think it needed changes, but the sort of like the gamers say, oh well, this don't work, you need to change this. And 9 times out of 10 they'll do that, and then when it's fully released, it's a better product for those who don't want to go early access and want a full product. So I think it's a really good system. I've bought quite a few over the years, like Gary. I bought Rust early access, Enshrouded, Escape from Tarkov, which I think was in early access for 8 years, Valheim, and then just recently this week I bought another one, which I'll get into when we do our games played. And also I've done a few game previews. I think Elite Dangerous was in game preview on the Xbox version initially. Hunt Showdown. Yeah, Hunt Showdown, when that first came out 7 or 8 years ago, that was game preview. I bought that, and that was great. So yeah, I've supported a few games like that, and I think it's a good thing, personally. So, what about you, Chris? I know you bought Enshrouded.
I don't. So I did buy Enshrouded, and I did play Kerbal Space Program. I'm trying to think if I've played any other early access games. I have played a little bit of Valheim. I do think it's a good model for studios that don't necessarily have the financial backing. To just go through a complete development cycle, right? Or do a Rockstar and take 13 years between versions of a game. But I think it's also it's a double-edged sword. They have to have enough of a product to entice people. I recently played what the crap was that called? I recently played an early access game on Xbox, and it was something about people colonizing the Jovian system, which is a word for Jupiter and its moons.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember the name of it, but what I do remember is when I tried to play it, it wasn't complete enough. There wasn't enough to do. I was like, I don't think I'm coming back to this game.
Yeah. And that's one thing what does annoy some gamers. And they don't take that into account, but it's not a finished product. So like Enshrouded, on the map, you get to a point where there's a shield wall and you can't go past that because I haven't finished the game and the story. That will unlock later when it's either full release or a next big update. Same with the game I've just bought. There's always a certain portion of a map available. So there is limited playability and it's not a full, but you got to appreciate it's not a full game and you are getting it cheaper. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? How are you going to do it? So.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and I think that before the devs release anything, they've got to release enough so that you're enticed to keep coming back.
Yeah, I think Enshrouded was one of the best early access games because it was so polished, even in early access, graphically, gameplay. I think that's one of the best early access games I've ever played. When you compare that to like Tarkov, which was buggy as hell and it had glitches and all sorts, and Rust was a bit hit and miss. So yeah, they're getting better.
Young Sons, that's the name of the game that I was playing.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Again, it looked like an interesting premise, but there just wasn't enough to it to entice me to come back. Now maybe a couple of years from now I'll come back and see, and it'll be better. I don't know. There we go. Early access games. That's what everybody seems to think. Thanks for the question, Corzan. Excellent question to get us all talking about it. Let's see. We have games that are free because we pay for them. Anything new this week, Kim, from last week?
Well, I updated the Xbox ones and I updated the Amazon ones and of course the Epic ones. So there's a few.
Let's hear it.
Alrighty. Since we already talked about PlayStation last week, and I mean those are Need for Speed Unbound, Epic Mickey Rebrushed, not Unbrushed. I don't know where the hell I was going with that, and Core Keeper. For your Game Pass games for this month, so far we have Bruise and Bastards, which is interesting to me, but alright. Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition, Atom Fall, Lost in Random, The Eternal Die, Rematch, Warhammer 40k Space Marine Master Crafted Edition, Final Fantasy 1, Quarantine Zone, The Last Check, Star Wars Outlaws, My Little Pony, A Zephyr Heights Mystery. Oh dear God. Resident Evil Village, Mio, Memories in Orbit, and Nova Roma. And some of these are already on Ultimate, so before anybody yells at me that, oh hey, they're already there, some of these are also going to Premium. So, and I didn't really want to separate them all out, so there you go.
They're well complicated now, aren't they?
Oh, I know, right? I kind of liked it better the other way, but here we are. For your Prime gaming so far for this month, we have Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Reflections of Life, Dark Architect Collector's Edition, Brigador Up Armored edition. Up armored, okay. Gunslug, Rogue Tax, Death Keep, Harold Halibut, D&D Stronghold, Kingdom Simulator, Al-Qaedam, The Genie's Curse, Technotopia, and Elderborn. And then for Epic this week, from the 8th to the 15th, we have Balloons TD6. So, there you go. Which is apparently not about balloons at all. There's monkeys in it. So, go figure.
So I've not even heard of it. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get that far into it, but when I pulled it up, there was monkeys and no balloons in sight. So, I don't know. Unless I just didn't read deep enough into it. But, yeah, it's free. So, if you want to find out, go to Epic and download it. So, there you go. Those are the new...
Go find out.
All right, go do some investigating. I shouldn't have to do it all for you. I mean, geez.
Tell us if there's any monkeys or balloons. Love to hear that from you.
Want to know. So there you go. They're your free games that we pay for, in a way.
Anything on that list catch your interest?
Well, other than Bruise and what was it? Bruise and Bastards.
Bruise and Bastards.
Yeah, that was. I don't know why. Maybe there's beer involved, and you know. I don't know, you get to kill things? I'm interested. So. And of course Warhammer's on there, but I've already got it and I've been playing it, so. Which reminds me, I really should probably fire that up again and go beat up some more orcs. So.
Any of those catch your interest, Mark?
No, not really.
No. Have you played Star Wars Outlaws?
No.
So that one coming to Game Pass, I think is actually.
Oh yeah.
So I played that one.
I nearly bought that on the sale.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Somebody wasn't paying attention while I was reading.
No, I was trying. My YouTube went funny. It went big screen. It won't fit in the screen. So
see, there you go.
Yeah.
Wasn't paying
attention.
Yes,
that was that one. Yeah. Well, I just saw My Little Pony and all that shit, and I thought, Resident Evil Village. I'd like to play that, but I haven't finished one before it yet.
I don't think it matters, does it? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we played a game.
No.
No.
It'll still scare the shit out of me, won't it? So.
Well, probably. You'll have to stream that one just so we can sit back and
Yeah, but all the Prime stuff, not on there, interests me. I already own Sid Meier's 6 and 7 on Steam. I think it's Steam or even Epic. I think they've been free before, so I've already got them. I might have got them in Humble Bundles. So. Yeah, but Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, if that's available on PC as well as console, I'll probably play that.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I can look it up.
Well, those are the games that you could play for free because you pay for it. Now is the time in the podcast where we tell you about what we have been playing.
It's game time.
Today I feel like playing computer games.
It's game time.
Kim, why don't you tell us what you've been playing this week?
I probably should turn in my gamer card, I guess. I don't know. I've played a whole lot of nothing this week. I've thought about it. I kid you not. I've thought about it and thought, okay, I'll go and do something. And then got distracted by smacking myself in the face with a broom. Or I ate supper and pulled a mark and sat down on the couch and fell asleep. So, yeah, I'll try harder next week. I promise. Or this week.
All right. See that you do. See that you do.
And that's a podcast show.
Mark,
bye.
I think.
Yeah, bye. I'm going now.
I think you have the only new game on the list. So why don't we talk Arc Raiders while we have a minute?
Yeah.
And then I'll talk about what else I've been playing, and then we'll talk Star Rupture.
Right.
So how'd you find the Flickering Flames event?
Yeah, so I finally finished that. I wanted to get it done before Tuesday because that's the end of the event. I still need to finish the merits to get that pickaxe thing. I need 300 merits, so I need to do that Monday night because I just not had a chance. But yeah, Flickering Flames. So I jumped on. Was it Thursday night? You jumped on for a bit, and I was on with Greg for quite a while. We got that finished. You helped out with some mushrooms and a music album, I think. Or Greg did. But yeah, by the end of the night, I'd completed it, so I was happy. I got that done, that event. We had some good games. I think after you'd left, me and Greg was on Damn Battlegrounds, and we were going to the extract. We had some really good gear, and we come across the dreaded Rocketeer. I managed to skirt round it. It was that where the testing annex which overlooks that extraction. But we had a hatch key, so I was going to the one in the lake on that hill. But Greg got spotted by the Rocketeer, and it kept shooting him, and he was dodging and rolling. It was so comical to watch his little body run, because I was on the hill watching. He was just running around like a little cartoon figure and kept getting blasted and blown to bits. But he survived it. He had like a sliver of health left. It was so funny. We were just both screaming and laughing his heads off. So yeah, how he got out of that alive, I don't know. But yeah, some really good fun. I've missed. I haven't really played much of it recently, so yeah, I've missed it. So it's good. Yeah, I just want to finish the merit thing now.
Yep. I think that's just playing the game, right?
You get merits after each round, don't you? But I don't know how
based
long
on
it'll take
XP.
to get 300. Yeah.
It shouldn't take too long because it was based on XP earned. So it shouldn't take you too long to finish that. I actually finished the merits way before I finished all the other stuff because it just took so long to find everything.
Yeah.
Stinking mushrooms. Welcome to the chat, Corzan, from YouTube Restream. So speaking of mushrooms, I have found the new spot for mushrooms.
All right.
So if you go into the Blue Gate, and just northeast of the checkpoint, which is the red area in the middle of the map, there's a thing called the head house, which is like the head of the dam.
Yeah.
If you go in there and kind of follow the stairs down, they're all over the walls. I shouldn't say all over the walls, but they're on the wall.
I didn't know there were any
I
on
got like
Blue
15
Gate at
in
all.
one match.
My favourite spot was Spaceport, the northeast of the map, in that valley where there's some trees. You guaranteed 3 mushrooms on a tree if you were the first one there.
If you get there first.
Yeah. The only problem with Spaceport is that's a higher chance of PvP on that map than most of the other maps. Because that space tower is quite contested. But like I said last time, the game has mellowed a lot. There's not as much aggro now, especially on solo. People are more chilled now, so I think the aggressive PvPers who just want PvP have maybe moved on. I don't know. So yeah.
Or the aggression-based matchmaking is just
and that
together.
That's been confirmed by the devs now, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Cool. I also spent a little bit of time on Spaceport. I did my first ever battle with the Matriarch.
All right.
So I jumped into a Matriarch battle, and it seemed like the whole server was working together. Loosely at least. So watched the Matriarch get taken down. Got to pull a little bit of loot, so that was fun. I do, however, have to issue another open apology to a random raider. So the trials where you have to do X amount of damage to this and X number of this and X number of that. One of them was snitches, and I'd been trying to just shoot the snitches with the anvil. And I just couldn't get it done fast enough, couldn't find enough. Yeah. And so I saw somebody during a match using the seeker grenades, which is like the wolf pack, but there's only one.
Yeah.
And throwing those at the snitches. And I was like, that's genius. Yeah. So I loaded up in the next match with a few seeker grenades, and I found a snitch, and I started throwing seeker grenades, but they kept going off to the right.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what in the world is going on? So I threw like 3 or 4, and they kept going to the right. I was like, I wonder what's over there.
And you saw Raider
Flare. And then
Flare.
I got a little. Well, I didn't see Raider Flare, but I got a little cred challenge for damage done to raiders. I was like, oh no. So I was just messing up some poor dude's world with those seeker grenades. And so an open apology to whoever that was. I did not mean to do that. But I have been working my way through the trials. I managed to get the throwing snowballs at Bastions done. I managed to get the harvesting plants done. That one was easy. You just had to. So I started on the Buried City map. I went to the.
There's that building with loads of great mullen in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I got all those. And then I was just like 3 or 4 plants short. So I'm just running all around the map, just looking for plants.
Yeah.
I'm sure if anybody paid attention, they're like, what is this crazy person doing? Just sprinting all over the map. But I did that one. So I got the damaging bastions done. I got the Throwing snowballs at bastions done, and I got the harvesting plants done. I don't think I'm going to get the snitch one or the searching supply drops, because to do the searching supply drops, I think you have to get 3 supply drops on a double XP map, and I've just never been able to be the first one to get to all 3.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's something else to try to do in the game.
Yeah. Does that trial end on Tuesday with the event as well, or?
They're weekly. I can't remember if they reset
okay.
on Monday or Tuesday.
Right,
the
okay.
trials are just a weekly thing.
Yeah.
But they do throw you some loot.
Yeah.
I got a looting Mark III survival augment, which is probably the best one in the game.
Yeah.
It lets you carry 80 pounds. It's got 3 safe pockets. It's got augment pocket for gear. And if you get downed, if you hold still while you're downed, it regenerates your health up to like 75%.
Yeah.
And then you can crawl for a little bit, and then it regenerates your health, and you can crawl for a little bit. So that's probably the best one in the game. I wish I had the plans for it. I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. But yeah, I've been enjoying Ark Raiders.
Are you still putting resources into your caravan for the next expedition?
So my caravan is complete. Now I just have to make sure that I have my 5 million coins.
Yeah.
Either 5 million worth of stuff or 5 million worth of coins. I've got a little over 3 million.
Yeah, Greg started doing his caravan. I'm not doing it again this time. I've only just got my workbenches up to level 3, and I don't fancy doing all that again. I'm not even max level yet. I think I'm level 43, so I'm probably going to wait maybe next time around. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I've been level 75 for a while, and I think I want to. I put a lot of points into the survival skill tree to get to the security. I just haven't found the security to be that good. I just don't use it all that often. So I think I'm going to do something different next time. I think I'll max out mobility first. But yeah, I've been enjoying Ark Raiders. The only other thing I've been playing this week has been some Sniper Elite Resistance. I finished the campaign again, this time on the authentic difficulty. Which was an interesting challenge. It definitely changes the game. Because when you play, the first time I played it on medium difficulty. And so on medium difficulty, you have this full heads-up display that tells you, you got your mini map, and your mini map has either marks on it for where the enemies are, or the sort of clouds for where an enemy might be, right?
And we have a cone of where they're looking, doesn't it? Yeah.
You get that. You get your health bar, your ammo count, all that. And the biggest thing is on medium difficulty, when you look through your scope and you go into the empty lung, you push the breath hold button, it like gives you a little reticle, like aim here to account for elevation and windage.
Yeah.
When you go into authentic, you don't get that. And so you have to, it does kind of give you 2 lines on the scope, which gives you an idea of where you should aim, but it's just a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too difficult to finish it on authentic if you didn't mind moving a little bit more. I found I was doing a lot more moving around, using the submachine gun, getting in close kind of stuff. But it wasn't too difficult overall. Except for the very last mission 9, when the guy's fleeing on the motorcycle. That one took several tries. But yeah, it was fun. It's a really good game.
Yeah,
I started trying to do some of those propaganda challenges.
Right. Yeah.
Those are challenging.
Yeah.
Those are challenging. So I don't know if I'm going to finish those or not, because sometimes they're just not even fun. But anywho, that's Sniper Elite Resistance. I guess I got to find a new game now. So let's hear about Star Rupture. The community seems to be all in on Star Rupture this week. How's that?
Yeah, so as we alluded to earlier, this is an early access game. It's a space exploration survival game. It has got Satisfactory and Factorio elements to it. I never played those, but I remember years ago on the 360. Remember Kingdom of Keflings? That was my introduction to that sort of like factory thing where you have to get logs, then make planks, and then make refined items of that. So this is the same thing, really. You get basic metal ores, and you put that through a smelter, and then that produces blocks, and then blocks can go into a fabricator to make wire and plates and things like that. And then they can go into a furnace and create even more things. So it like keeps going. Every time you do one thing, it unlocks another thing to keep growing and growing and growing. All these things are linked together with little rails, and on these little rails you have little like look like roller coaster cars, and they carry all the goods to the different units. So it's really cool to watch, and you can do some really elaborate things. I need to redo my base because it's all over the place. It looks like a right higgledy-piggledy thing. I need to do it more sort of like organised. But yeah, so the main thing with the game is the star above the planet. So you're on a planet called Arcadia 7, and it's called Star Rupture because every, I think it's 55 minutes, the star will rupture and give off a massive solar flare. And if you're not inside your habitat, you will be eviscerated. You'll be absolutely wiped out because you get a massive flash, and then a massive fireball engulfs the whole planet, and it's really cool to watch. The whole habitat starts glowing red because it's absorbing the heat, and then after the initial wave, the whole planet's on fire, and you can slowly watch that sort of like die down again. All the plant life on the planet, all the alien life's wiped out. The aliens live underground actually, so they sort of like whoever's on the planet is dead. All the rest are under the ground, and then you can hear the habitat creaking and groaning. Do you know when metal starts to expand and contract and it makes that creaking noise? It's so clever how they've done that, and it's little details like that what make the games that much more. So once it's cooled down, you can go back outside again, and you get unique resources after a rupture. Like there'll be flaming meteors. You can extract what we call ignitium. You can only get them after a rupture. There's also some caves which have massive vines over them. You can't get into, but when there's a rupture, they burn away, so you can get into the caves and get unique resources in there, like quartz and certain plants. So it's quite clever for early access. What we've done, there's a lot to it initially. Jeff's quite a way ahead of me on progress on the production, and there's blueprints you can find to do some of the production. So we have a private server as well. So the G portal we had for Dune Awakening, I've now transferred it over to this game now. So we have a private server for that. There's me, Jeff, Gunslinger's been on, I think, and there's Iron Panda. So Panda set up another a base a bit further away, and he's extracting materials what we can't do on our base. So it's mainly helium, and then we can all share and mix it up together like that. All the progress is all shared on the world. So unlike in Shrouded, where you can go into the server and you can bring back things and take things to and from the worlds, you can't on this. Your character is unique to that world. So when you initially first join the server, or you join your friend's game, because it's got full co-op, you start as a new character. So you can't take and swap things, which I suppose is a good thing, because with Enshrouded, you could be a bit sneaky and take a load of stuff what is higher level than what you actually unlocked in your own game. You can't with this. So the alien life forms on this are a bit Helldiverish. They are bugs, and initially the first ones you come across are little tiny little anti things, and they're quite easy to kill. You don't initially unlock any weapons at first, but you can use your mining laser on them and it kills them. Later on you get slashers, which are bigger bugs. Then you get ones what have big bulbous blue bags on the back, and when they burst they infect you, and that affects your shield. There's spitters, which is a bit green corrosive stuff at you. And then me and Jeff were exploring an old abandoned base looking for blueprints, and we had this massive, look like a big crab cum lobster thing with massive claws at the front, and it's the first time we've seen that, and that thing was huge and it was scary, and it killed Jeff quite quickly, and I sort of like managed to run away from it, but every time he shot it, it put its claws in front of it to shield it, and you had to shoot it from behind, but getting behind that thing was harder than it sounds. So ideally you want 2 people, one to take the aggro and then one to shoot, but sadly Jeff got killed by it, so he had to respawn and then come and rescue. So when you die, you have to retrieve your items off your body again, or you lose them. If a rupture happens while your body's out there, it'll get eviscerated. So there's not a lot of consequence to dying apart from that risk of losing your inventory if there's a rupture. But yeah, I'm about 20 odd hours in so far. I got this on Friday. So yeah, so far enjoying it. It's really good. It's a big time sink, and it's quite addictive. But it's a nice chill game compared to like Ark Raiders. No, I didn't use him as bait, Kim. Don't. He got killed. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So can't think of what else to say about it really yet so far. So that's So these abandoned bases, they're usually filled with aliens, and you have to clear all them out before you can start looting. So there is quite a bit of loot in there. There's things you can use to earn points at an analyzer, which you need to unlock recipes. So there's as you progress, it's hard to explain. So to unlock things, there's 2 ways to unlock things. You can put resources into this recipe machine, and it unlocks the recipes, and then you have to send items in an orbital outpost thing. So you link all your fabricators to this, and it sends these little things off, and it sends the goods back to Earth, and that's how you get paid. Because that's why you're on that planet, because you're a prisoner, and you're like you're on early release, and you're put on this planet to work rather than being in a cell 24/7 sort of thing. I'm doing a horrible job explaining it.
I'm following.
Yeah. It's really interesting. There's a lot to it. It's when you first play it, it's quite overwhelming. It's complex, but when you get the hang of it, it falls into place.
So what is different from? So this looks a lot like, to me, the Altars. I don't know if you played the Altars.
No, I've not played that.
I also kind of get some No Man's Sky vibes.
Yeah, it's got a bit No Man's Sky vibe. Yeah.
So what sets this apart from other space exploration games?
Well, there's no space travel as such yet, so you can't leave the planet. And basically, you're working for the man, the prison. So now,
all right,
you could. I know Jeff's compared it to Satisfactory and Factorio, but I've not played them, so I can't make that comparison. But it was saying Satisfactory is more complicated than this. It can get quite deep, so.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really good. I really enjoyed it. And early access, £13 You can't go wrong for that. It'll cost you more for a McDonald's. So,
13 English pounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is in dollars. But yeah. And that nice
right.
£20 gift card, what me and Jay got at Christmas from my nephew, which we wound him up about, with you, both of you. So Jay's just picked it up, he's watched me play it, and he's bought it now. So yeah, we've used our Steam gift card to buy it, and we've got change to
right.
do.
Steam seems to believe that 13 English pounds, well, the Steam is not the best because you pay more for games than we do.
Yeah.
I think the actual conversion, that's about $20 US.
Yeah.
But Star Rupture is currently on sale on Steam for 16.
All right, that's good. Yeah, it's great value.
US greenbacks.
Yeah.
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 So there we go. $15.99.
The space channel, the Final Frontier channel in our Discord, has been quite active with it. I know we've used that for Elite and No Man's Sky, but now it's all about Star Rupture at the moment. Yeah, really
Star Rupture. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate the rundown. Any other games that we want to talk about this week?
No, that's it for me. I've not had enough time.
Well, then you know what time it is.
Oh no!
Oh, boy.
It's quiz time.
It's time for the quiz. Yeah, you know what? Oh, too bad.
That's right. Too bad. Let's see how you do on this week's theme. I think you're going to get it, but I'm going to ask it anyway. We're going to kick this week's quiz off with 2018's version of God of War. And we're going to go with the PC port, not the PlayStation 4 version, but the PC port. So God of War 2018 on the personal computer. Compy, as Strong Bad would say. Who wants to go first? Let's flip a coin. Kim, what do you think?
All right. God of War 2018 on the PC. 87.
Kim says 87. How about you, Mr. Mark?
Is this the newer one with his boy Atreyu, and is it Atreyu? I can't remember.
Atreyu, I'm pretty sure, is the horse that drowned in the never-ending story.
His name's similar, but it's the one with Christopher Judge.
It is the one with Christopher Judge.
I believe 2018. 8 years ago. Wow. I didn't think it was that long ago. I played this on PS4 and I thought this was fantastic. I loved this game. Really, really enjoyed it. And I think it was critically well received. It won Game Awards. So I'm going to say 92.
92. So let's see. Corzan says 87 and Boomer says 90. The PC version was 93. So well done, Mr. Mark. The PlayStation 4 version was 94.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Let's see. Up next is Tomb Raider from 2013 on the Xbox 360. Xbox 360. Tomb Raider 2013. And it is Mark's turn to go first.
So this was the one where it was like another reboot, and it was one where everyone sort of like was shocked at the gore and the death scenes at the beginning, weren't they, on the trailer and stuff? Is that the one?
I don't remember the death scenes. I do remember it was a little bit more graphic.
Yeah. So again, I love this game. This was again well received. I can't. Oh my! We're getting old, man. 2013. Wow, doesn't seem
2013.
That long ago. Oh man, I don't think it did as well as God of War score. I'd say 87.
All right, Mark says 87. What do you think, Kim?
I'm gonna say 88.
Boomer thinks 75. Kim is going to do the Price is Right maneuver.
Jeff says 91.
So I played.
Jeff says 91.
Jeff says 91. I played this one on the first ever PC that I built for myself.
Oh, right, okay.
But I got it for free because
with the graphics
I bought a new graphics card,
and
it came with a code for this game.
Yeah.
But it was a really good game. I enjoyed it. The actual answer, 86.
Right.
You should have Price is Right him in the other direction.
Should have went the other way.
That's one where you couldn't leave you couldn't leave the island, could you? Or the crash landed on a plane. Yeah, it was a really good game. I enjoyed that. Yeah,
I liked it. Yep.
Yeah. God,
this one was
wow.
There was a particularly clever surprise in this one. So if you remember, there was you had a bit of a stealth element to it where you could kind of sneak around. And if you could sneak up on the guards, you could do this thing where Laura would stab them in the knee with an arrow so that you didn't waste one of your arrows.
Yeah.
And if you did that enough times, you got the achievement Former Adventurer, which I thought was a really clever reference to Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because all the guards always say, I used to be an adventurer like you. Yeah. Until I took an arrow in the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny. Let's see. Next up is Doom from 2017, but we're going to go with the Switch version. So
Ooh.
it was released on Xbox and PC,
Yeah,
and I think PlayStation in 2016.
yeah.
But we're going to look at the Switch port from 2017, which means we're back to Kim. Kim gets the first word.
Doom on the Switch. I mean, theoretically, it should work well, you would think. 85.
Kim says 85. Jeff says 84.
I know this was really good on the consoles, and probably I don't know about the PC version, but it had a thumping soundtrack. It was gory. It was great. It was a back to the old form of Doom. The eliminations were so cool, and then if you did the elimination, you'd get health back and shield back. Such a good game. But the Switch version, wow, I don't know. I'm going to play it. What did you say, Kim?
80. What did I say? 85?
Kim said 85. Jeff said 84. Boomer says 87.
Price is right, Jeff. I'll go 83.
All right.
I don't trust the Switch hardware as much.
That was a safe bet. The actual answer was 70. 70.
Wow.
But you chose the right direction, Mark. So you sustained your lead.
Yeah.
Currently, Mark is in the lead. Kim is 8 points behind. Corzan is 10 points behind, and Boomer is 16 points behind. So going into the final round, we're going to look at Mortal Kombat from 2011. Oh, I need to tell the chat this too. Mortal Kombat from 2011, but we're going to look at the PlayStation Vita version of it.
Oh, wow.
The portable.
Wow.
Yes. And we're back to Mark with the first word.
I didn't even know this was on Vita. I've got a Vita. A great bit of kit, but yeah. I don't think I'd want to play a Mortal Kombat game on it. Oh, this is a tough one. Oh, man. I don't even know how the fare on the main consoles score-wise. It's got good pedigree, hasn't it? Like Street Fighter. I think I'm going to go a safe bet and go 80.
Mark's going to go 80. Corzan is in with a 90. Kim, what do you think?
Well, I can go one of two ways on this one. Never played on a Vita, so I don't know how that one works. 78.
Kim says 78. All right. We're gonna vamp for a minute and see if Boomer wants to give us an answer. I did not have a PlayStation Vita. I had a PSP, a PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
Did the Vita still use those weird little UHD discs or whatever?
No, we use memory cards. Yeah, you have a little disc.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a PSP before the Vita. Yeah.
Yeah, those discs were kind of weird.
Yeah.
UMVs. Yeah. Probably worth money now in the collector's market.
Yeah.
Boomer saved us from that conversation with a guess of 75. The actual answer was 85. So Mark and Jeff. Right. Yeah, Mark and Jeff split the difference, which means going into the bonus round, Mark is in the lead with a score of 20. Kim and Corzan are tied for second with a score of 30. And Boomer is tied with himself for third with a score of 41. The bonus round. Let's see how you do. What is the theme of the week?
Oh God.
Kim, what do you think?
I don't know. Probably not it, but I'm going to say they're all remakes.
Mark, what do you think?
I was thinking that because the Tomb Raider's reboot, they're all reboots.
Mm-hmm.
Reboots of the originals. or a theme of the original. Because God of War's a reboot and a reimagining. Because the
Tomb
old
Raider
ones
2.
were more isometric, weren't they? Tomb Raider were a reboot of the old Crystal Dynamics game.
Oh.
Yeah, Doom's been out a million times. Oh, yeah.
Corzan's got a good guess too.
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Just
And that is true.
pointed out
Yeah,
they are. So yeah, you are both correct in that they are both reboots, but then they all have also been made into movies.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I find.
Yep.
I don't remember the God of War movie at all.
Wait, no,
they're
I don't either.
They're
Can we
making
think of
one. I know there's one in production. I'm sure there is.
Huh.
But I don't think
All
there's a
right.
God of War movie. That's a good. There is no
There is
single
no
God of War.
it? Oh, we all seem to think there was.
Yeah.
There is a series in development for Amazon Prime
Yeah.
Video.
Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa's listed for that.
All right. Interesting.
But the others for
There you
definite are Doom's definitely a movie. Mortal Kombat's got a movie, and Tomb Raider's got movies. So yeah.
Yeah, 100.
It's mainly right.
Sure.
It's mainly right. Just a one-off.
Yeah. So I originally was trying to find some reboots that got better scores than the original. It turns
Right,
out those
yeah.
are few and far between.
Yeah.
So these all
Mhm.
got almost
Similar scores.
but
to the
yes.
originals, Yeah.
These were in fact reboots. So well done. Congratulations,
Woohoo!
Mark, on the win
Thank
for
you.
this week. That means you get one of those. Well done.
Yay!
Okay. And we're into the news of the week. We're into the news of the week. So first up.
Here is fucking news.
First up is the soundbite. The Steam. This is from Tom's Hardware. Steam machine pricing may have just been leaked by a retailer. So it goes on to say, when Valve announced the Steam machine and Steam Frame in November of 2025, the company declined to share pricing, but we may have an idea thanks to a Czech retailer and some code snooping. Video games and consoles have gotten more expensive last year, but if this rumor holds up, the Steam machine will not alter that course. So some code snooping on this Czech retailer Smarty revealed that the 512 gigabyte version of the Steam machine will be priced at about $950 US, and the 2 terabyte version will be priced at about $1,070 US. So about $1,000 for a Steam machine. Now, of course, take this with a grain of salt. This service often the author goes on to say that this service often sells things with a 17% markup, which would put the price closer to $800 for 512 gigabytes and $900 for 2 terabytes. And these prices could of course just be guesses by the retailer. We don't actually know what the price is going to be yet.
And
so
also,
this is pure speculation.
You've also got the problem of RAM and VRAM prices are going through the roof because of AI demand, which we mentioned previously in a different show. So that could quite easily go up a lot.
Yes, that could alter it quite a bit.
Yeah, but I sort of took a guess at 1,000, didn't I? So for the Steam machine.
Yeah. I think that's everybody's expecting it to be right about there.
Yeah.
We compare that to the most expensive Xbox Series X. I think is currently
that's gone up
right around